Yes, my people. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now, what are you guys doing today? Let's look at your music there, background woman.
Howdy.
I'm going to know Kyrie now. Yes, I just
Yeah.
to big up to you one time. All the persons in the diaspora, near and far. Good evening to you. Justo, what's up? What's up?
Yo.
What's going on?
Well, you don't know Dominica. Dominica flourishing. Dominica bright in living colors, man. All where you turn around is Dominica, Dominica, Dominica. I love you, man. So just want to say big up to everybody. Those who are at home in the diaspora, near and far worldwide. You don't know. Popular Dominica once again, no man. In a family dispute. You don't know
You
how it
know,
go already.
speaking of we on the international news, I was thinking of something positive because this young lady told me we're speaking of Dominica in a negative light. So I was trying to think of Dominica in a positive light, and I'm like, this is one of the countries in the world where nobody kidnaps kids. I've never heard of a well, except in one case, but it's a mother taking her daughter's child. Like zero cases of kidnapping in Dominica. Like, whoa, what's going on over here? Every other country you have to guard your children like it's gold. In Dominica, the kids, when sun come up, kids outside all day long and not one person stealing your child. This is something
But
positive. Huh?
but on that note as well, it's not we're not actually talking bad about Dominica, you know. We have never said anything bad about Dominica. We have never put Dominica in a bad light. What we are actually talking about is the bad things that going on in the country. The country good, you know, the country nice boy. The country nice, but we have some really bad things going on behind closed doors and in the public domain that people refuse to speak about. Because that conversation with me and you there and the rest of the people in the diaspora there and the people on the live, that is not a paid political platform, you know. That is not a sponsored political platform where people choosing the topic for the night time. No, that is just you and I having a conversation in the open, and everybody is included. Everybody is involved to voice their opinion.
Yeah,
So the
man.
matter that people are saying that we go into political and no, the what the cancer that affecting us right now is politics. The issue we have that's slowing us down is politics. And right now the country have a cancer and we're trying to fix, we're trying to heal it, and we cannot just say we're going and fix dailies and forget the rest of the country. Because for dailies to grow, Dominica have to grow. It's Dominica that is the body, you know. Dailies is just a branch from the tree, it's just a
This,
branch.
this is the hat, man. The hat bit.
Yeah, but you people haven't had transplant, but you never hear nobody having body transplant.
Nope.
So we have to fix. We have to make sure the body is right. The mind good. All of us we have good intentions some way somehow. We just choose to be naive and neglect the fact that we can do better, and we choose it
Yeah,
not to do better. So it is not all politics when we speak politics now.
yeah,
It's
man.
just putting the light on what that affecting us, what
You
that's
don't
slowing up
know.
progress. That is my take on
Yep,
that.
and we're talking about unity and politics, religion divides the people. So you're absolutely right, Justo, because politics, religion, you start discussing those and people get divided. But right now we need same politics to bring the people together. So
Children
we
of a lesser God.
definitely, trying to play Calypso
I
there,
say
man.
children of a lesser God.
Oh,
That is my ringtone, you know.
oh yeah, your phone went
Sung
off.
by crazy man. Children of a lesser God.
Yes,
They're doing all what they want. They're Christians. They don't know what they want. And by the time you do something, they're looking at you saying, no, you see, he doesn't go to church, he doesn't do nothing
nope.
while he do. But we're doing that. We're doing good on a Sunday while they're doing evil on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And the good
For
book
the
will tell you
Simo,
it's better to do good on the
every day.
Sabbath than to pretend. So we'd have to go
Absolutely
church
right.
to be Christian, man.
So just to, on the local scene, I saw that the Lapland Village Council, thanks to them again for borrowing Daly's their lawnmower, the riding lawnmower to cut the playing field. The playing field is looking good, but it needs a little leveling. I was informed. Some areas a little deeper than others. So definitely we are pleading on the government, the Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs to assist the young people. So as of we are in June, July, I believe that we have in the next budget. So definitely we have to reach out to the government officials to put some funds aside for Delices playing field so we can get it nice and ready for the upcoming soccer season, cricket season, sports season on a whole, because speaking of which, our back road has been on standby for the longest. The grass is kind of growing back on the road. So our Daily Spirit 7 Bridge, hopefully they include that in their next budget and get us going, you know what I mean? We sat down for an entire year standing by. So let's hope this year they allocate funds to get those projects ongoing, man. Yeah, man, because right now
But that
Dominica
is
making international. Hold on, just to Dominica making international news. So right now, this everybody gonna be buying passport and come Dominica. We can't make them come Dominica and Dominica have dead ends and the place look nice. So we have to set up the place nice because right now we got India saga there. There's big action going on there. And there's big publicity for the place. You know what I mean? Just so I know you've been listening to the local news.
sure.
What have they been saying about
But
those issues?
let me tell you now.
Yeah,
Dominica special, Dominica special. And before I
everybody
even
know
go
that.
before I even go there, let us just say that is how people lose hope. That is how people just feel like a system failed them. The community came together in less than a month, less than 2 months,
Mm.
and cleared the whole road,
Yep,
twice, two
twice,
times,
2 times.
double, double, and cleared their road,
Yeah,
because they
man.
have high hopes, because they know the potential
Of the
of
people.
that road. They know
Yeah,
the
man.
income capacity of that road. And then they get to the point where they need help from the people they put in power, the people they have elected, the people that was selected
Yeah.
to support them, and it just don't go nowhere. So eventually the people, the last straw will end up coming, but we're trying to stop that last straw, because right now we're in a world of global warming and recycling. So that last straw there might be paper. So if we keep wetting it, we might never have to draw that straw. But we
Yep.
need we need help, man. We need help. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're trying. We're
A
trying.
lot of people.
But at the end of the day, the people in power.
Yeah, man. Because the Bible says, knock and the door shall be opened. You know what I mean?
But
So
which
right now the
which
people
door
of
you have to
Dalis
knock now?
have been knocking. They've been helping themselves, which means you have to help yourself for you to get help. They've been helping themselves, cut the playing field, make sure it's nice and level. Why say Lazo? What's up, Clay? What's up, Agnes? Thanks for joining the live. The people have been helping themselves, organizing. So right now we need the government to step in and tell the people, okay, you guys have done enough. Let us help you guys finish the playing field off. There's a little topsoil to level it up nicely, get the sods, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because we have the young
But
people, like right now, today's Saturday, those guys are out there on the field practicing and getting things going.
speaking of help, Brent, that is
Mm.
that is the access we have, and that is the strength we have through our conversation. That is a box of brand new footballs. Brand new, a whole box of brand new footballs.
Yeah.
12
For
of
Dominic,
12,
for
12
Dailies.
or 13 of them in it.
Yeah. Straight down, size 5. Yes, I meter. Oi,
You
oi,
get me?
oi, oi. Yep.
Good brand new football,
So
never touch, never see, yeah, nothing.
we out there
All
working.
of
Why
them,
say in
all of them,
Chile?
all of them still in their independent plastic bag.
Big up to you,
And
Cyrus, one time.
that is just that
Yes,
is just
man.
through us having our conversation.
Yep.
Imagine if more people have that conversation on what they would like for Dailies and what they would like to do for Dailies
See,
and
yes,
where they
man.
would like Dailies to be.
To go. Yeah, I telling you, just two of us alone, and make things roll in. If
So
more people join on board,
I literally just get how much? 5 sheets, 5 sheets of plywood for me to build some crates so I can ship the books and the footballs and a couple other things I have to send down. Because why? Because it's not just talk. Not just talk. Somebody donated the footballs, but I do go and pick it up.
Yep.
That costs me
Emotional.
time and money. But at the end of the day, the person offer it. You cannot
Yep.
say yes and don't turn up because you don't want that person to lose hope. You don't want that person
Oh
to lose
no. Oh
faith.
no.
You want that person to continue believing and giving. And today is football. Tomorrow we never know where they're going to come.
Telling you. Mm-hmm.
So if somebody already
Small as
make
it
the effort
is.
to get it and they invite me to come and get it, I have to go and get it.
Yep.
So we need to
Absolutely.
have those conversations more in the open, man, and
Yes,
talk about
man.
what we need and what is best for us
Yeah, man.
as a community and what is best for. Take out the political label on it. Everything in the world is
Yes.
politics.
Yeah, man. We have to do our own thing ourselves, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for Jomo mobilizing the football shoes for the academy. So that's a big up to you, Lazo, one time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, me just start it again. Hi, Sherian. Big up to you one time for joining the live. Just to having a little warm brewski in the cold
Hey,
weather in
I
London.
don't
And
drinking
it's
alcohol, no
summertime.
ginger wine. I don't
Oh,
drinking
ginger
alcohol, it's
wine.
ginger wine.
Yes, man. A Colbeck, Caribbean made.
Boy, trouble look at
That's
me,
what's
man.
up. Because so with that, those kids now gonna have something to look forward to on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So instead of going now and try to steal people's thing and create mischief, they have to go on the playing field and play football. You know what I mean? So this is something that wasn't there at all for the past 3 years. There has not been any soccer, any cricket, any football in the community, and now we're getting that to roll again. You know what I'm saying? Through our collaboration, Lapland Village Council was able to borrow us their riding mower. So guess what? Instead of taking 3 days to cut the playing field, in one day the whole field can cut up. You know what I mean? So this is what we
This
need to
is
do: collaboration, one helping the other, and that we need the community to come back together where everybody just like a well-tuned machine. Everything just working fine, toop 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 toop, everything falling in place, nice and smooth. You know what I mean? But we need the government on board to assist the young people in achieving their goals, because they did speak of doing the cemetery. They spread the cemetery. When I saw pictures, it's like no one could remember where the family plots, the family is buried. So nobody wanted to go and clean the entire thing. So I said, you know what, clean five. So if you clean one in the middle and two on either side, you might just get it right. But I guess so that is why we need now to get a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet in the council with everybody's name, where they are buried, with latitude and longitude. So a surveyor surveys it. So we have pinpoint. So that way, yeah, man. So right now we won't have to guess where that person is buried. We know, we can
no,
just
no,
tell
no.
you
You're
go
right.
this length and width, and that person is right there. Just to come in and you want to go and see Matthew that died over 50 years. No, I said 50, probably like 35, 40 years ago, right? And he can get to the location on the dime. Like Major, for instance, I can just go down there and find you exactly where Major is. You know what I'm saying? But I do not know. It's been so long, living glory not there that knows. You know what I'm saying? So we need to set it up where we can actually know. You know what I mean? We can have a little candlelight vigil like the Catholics do. Keep the cemetery nice and clean. So my plan to them was, instead of having people put like blocks, have them put a headstone like those in England. When the grave sinks, when the coffin kind of collapses, everything sinks. You just put back the dirt, you refill it, and you plant the grass nice and smooth. So a mower can just ride and cut those areas. A little
Yeah,
swipe of and cut around the
that is how
headstones.
it's been. That is how it's done, man.
And if you want to put a little bouquet on your family, you can put a little bouquet once a week or once a month, whenever you can, because having the place just overgrown, and every 6 months they come, they spray it, and then grass grows again, and every time somebody passes, we have to go and cut it again. No, we could just maintain it, because someone was telling me we have the NEP program, so why can they give us an NEP worker to maintain the cemetery, so that person just maintains the cemetery, for instance. Every month they know they have to go down there, make sure this is nice and clean, so everything is lined up, it stays clean. It's like a playing field. We have a person just maintaining those. So if it's one person for the playing field, already have about 20 pairs of soccer boots for them boys. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? Boom, look, Joe Mo jump on board, assisting again. So right there, when those youth men and them see them
But
boots
but,
there,
they,
though,
but look at
them
it.
and they
The
must
soccer.
play
But
ball.
look at just like that, Brent. The soccer
Yeah,
boots
man.
coming out on yours, coming out on Jomo's side. Look after footballs there already.
Boom,
If
one and
somebody
five.
if somebody decide they're going and get some football hose or some shin guards, whatever it
Yep.
is, bro, it don't have to be much. And even if you don't want to buy the entire thing yourself, you cannot. You cannot pay for a whole pair of hose. You say, Brent, you know what? Hold
Once you
at
start,
5. Jomo,
once you
just
start,
message Jomo, tell Jomo hold at 10.
that
It don't
that
have
is
to be.
you.
It don't have to be all you can give, man.
Do have to be 1,000, a little as you
All
can,
of us, all
50,
of us grow
100.
up. All of us grow up watching our grandmother and grandfather putting money in the offering in church.
Yep.
Now we don't go in church. Let us put it back in the community, man, because the church have
Yes,
never do
man.
nothing for us. All that money go in the church and the church never do nothing for us. So let us put it in the community
You're
and see if we
absolutely
can
right.
get it back.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Definitely. If one of these young men decide they become international and they playing for some international sports team, first place they come in and develop playing Phyllis Dailies. First place as soon as they come back. You think Adam
But
Sanford
Brent,
right now didn't realize he get back into things and hook up the territory? You know what I'm saying? So this is what we need to do: invest in young people so they can in turn go out there and pull us up instead of they climbing and instead of when one climb they forgetting the others. Nah, man, when one climb up, you have to pull the others up, man. Yes, man, we have to do it because this is the only way we can move forward. If we depend on other people to do it for us, it's not gonna happen. All of us have to come together and just get it done little at a time. We start with football, that comes up. We go with cricket, the rounders, the basketball, and eventually you just find sports people everywhere.
you know,
A track
I
and
have a
field.
cousin. All now I working on some basketball. Football is our main thing, but I looking to see if I get some basketball. My cousin they're playing for London Riders. I gonna see if I can link him to see if we can get some basketballs as well.
Boom.
Because at the end of the day, that is how it going. Is the link, man? We have it.
We have to
Let
tie it
us reach
together.
out there and let us. If our ministers of government going overseas and they coming back and they do coming back with nothing, at least we that out there can try to get something and make them look good.
We have to. Hold on,
We have
let
to
me
try to
share
do
a link.
something, man. We can't depend.
Yes, man.
We can't just depend on them because at the end of the day, their trees are not fruitful. Their trees doesn't multiply.
At all.
It
Yeah.
doesn't multiply. So we need to go beyond them. We need to go beyond them. We're not
Yeah, man,
waiting
long
for them.
time.
We need to let them see things happening so then they can come back and ask questions. How we can help? What more do
Yep.
you all want?
That
How
is
do you all
exactly where
want
you
it?
want it. Yep. Need it there, man. You need it there. You need it there.
Because at the end
Hold on
of
one
the
second. Let
day,
me send this thing off.
it's all about us, all about dailies,
Release.
dailies, dailies. And we need that to spread out to go throughout
Yeah,
Dominica.
man. To roll the country.
So
Because if we can do it,
when them football go down there, if when it reach, we can send to Laplane, so Laplane can boost up their academy, so
boom.
then them two teams there can come together.
And they can play on a Sunday, the place dread. You call that playing. Hey, what all fellas doing this weekend, you know? Okay, let's play a game. Boom. Football rolling. The place live up.
Okay.
The shopkeeper will make a dime. That person will make a dime. The man selling his orange over there at one time. Next thing you know,
But
the boyfriend stressed out. He meet a little girlfriend there and his head come back together and he good to go. His frustration is
easy,
up. So you have to make
easy.
people link up. You have to bring people together, man. That is the plan, to bring people together, to get the place going again. You know what I mean? And we see depression. Last month was mental health, and we did not stress on mental health enough. But these are some of the programs that will bring back the youth because it gets the energy out of them. Because when they're home and they sit at home and they're stressing and they're frustrated, nothing is working for them. But when you pull up in the corner and you put that ball towards the goal, and the goalkeeper goes spread out and he can't touch that straight in the V that go in. That gives you that sense of
That is such a
satisfaction.
nice feeling, my brother.
And when you beat two man, boom, boom, and you nail out, you lace a ball in the goal, you know what I'm saying? That tells you that, yes, man, you have potential, and we need to get those young men involved, you know what I mean? When you're in the cricket field and you dress in your whites, and you know, there's a
And
feeling
you're
like
looking,
this. You know, you're
according to
looking
Rachel, you're
sharp,
looking fresh.
you're looking fresh. Man, I still remember being a youth man, and we're playing, I think it was Sansove. And those fellas checking, boy, you small, but you were an open batsman. And I wasn't looking to score runs. All I was doing is stop that ball. Because I
Yeah,
start pitching the
man.
ball halfway the pitch. I'm not looking to hook in nothing. It's a forward
Bro, it's
defensive.
not. Listen to me.
Forward
It's
defensive,
not.
but
It's not every rifle that is a long distance rifle.
yeah, man.
Some
That
rifle
was
designed for close range.
so when I
So
went
if you
to
can hold that crease, If you can hold that wicket there for that man that can hit that ball
Yeah,
down in the boundary,
easy
you're
day.
mad, man.
So I went under 14. Dominica had chose 50 young men around the island to represent Dominica. So I was selected for 3 week training in gardens. And that was Shillingford's son. So he came and he said, Mr. Must make that team. There's no way, Mr. So when I went to the wicket, I said I took my guard and I said 1.5. Everybody started laughing. They said, that's not a guard. Because Coco always say, you know, bat in leg, you know, bat in center, you bat in center and leg. So I went there and I take my guard, man. 1.5, man. For the rest of the 2 weeks that was left, they were calling me 1.5, man. So I got in the wicket and I was really agitated because the fellas mocking me, man. And I'm like, boy, I go there, I didn't perform properly at all, man. But all in all, you know what I mean? That's a good feeling. So we have to get the young people involved. The women, the men. Yes, man. Bring it back. It's not that hard. And I saw on right now trending is softball cricket. You know what I'm saying? So I need the young people and to get involved. So Grand Bay have their own league and different areas have their own league. And Petit Savan and Force Agent, Bacatel, they're a little league as well. So yeah, man, we need to tie it
But
together and make it
that
good.
is what that is how the communities used to come together, bro.
Yes, man.
Who don't going for the sports, going for woman. And that is
Easy day.
how the community going together. You don't have to be on the field playing, you know.
No, man, you participating and
You just have to be in the environment vibes
but
in.
Dobby no playing there one time.
Oh joy. Pierre
Ice pop
Selin,
selling.
Ice pop
Ice pop.
Sangu, Clola
Ice cream.
Villame,
It's
Selin.
selling. Ice cream now. You check. It's our vibes, man. So everybody gets to participate. Who's selling their peanuts? Who's selling their cashew? You know what I mean? So it's a vibration. So who's selling their
Okay.
logan?
But yeah, boy,
Tambourine
you mad
ball.
man. When you see Sunday and football photo man or cricket photo man, you see them come down with a bucket of Gwempen.
Yeah.
All them
All have to go.
time when Lucia was there coming with a little thing with the ice cream
Ice
in it,
cream.
like a bucket, ice cream bucket. And then when the ice cream finished, man fighting for salty ice. Good times, that man. Good
Yes,
times.
man.
Good
So we have to
times.
bring that back. We have to bring that back in the place. So right
Yeah,
now, I check
man.
in Bodlame. August Monday coming. We need to bring a band Bodlame and mash up the place. Light up the place, man. You check me? Clean up Bodlame, put a nice little gazebo. Where Lucy have a little spot. They're going to by the river, make a little gazebo there. You can go back by the river, cook up a goat, cook a chicken, cook something, cook a rabbit, whatever it is. Light up the place. Let people from Rose who come up daily like they used to. You know what I mean? Vehicles pack up by the plane field to go Bodlame, you know. Line up going down there. Why? Let's bring it back, man. Them
White
thing there.
River. A White River line was the line, you know.
And now Petit Savan open back there open, so you know we're taking from Force Asia and Grand Funk come up, you know, so the whole
From
surface.
Forsasia, boy, my brother, you mad man. Because
Grand Bay.
all
Roseau.
people lap point and the places there used to come up there and see boy through
Come
that
up,
road
come up,
going.
man. Yeah, man.
You
The
used to get
whole,
more
whole.
vehicles coming out on the southern side during them holidays, them bank holidays,
Yeah, man.
than coming out on the east side, you know.
Because the
Because
river long, spreading all the way up, man,
yeah,
and it's flatter than the back end them.
before them time there now, before them time there, the Delices was too far for all these communities.
Yeah, it was. Yep, nobody
People
knew
used
where
to
they knew.
just hear about Delices and the
Yeah.
White River and didn't understand what Delices and the White River was, you know.
Nope.
They just thought the White River was a name, you know. But no, it's a
Yeah,
river
it's
that turning
actually
white.
white.
It's
Yeah,
a
man.
river that actually flow in hot water on a certain time on the calendar, on the
Yep.
certain time of day, when the
Well,
world's second largest boiling lake overflows. That is where it
Well,
overflows, you
no,
know.
it was overflowing. No, it's during Kawem when the fresh water that cools it down lowers when the watershed goes down. So let's say we have Kanwisha coming in. So when Kanwisha water level drops, obviously the hot water flows from the boiling lake and it's coming
Yeah.
down. All those little streams that usually merging like Live Jack drop down. That is when the hot water now coming down because guess what? There's nothing to cool it down anymore. So it's coming down hot. Yeah, especially if I like the rainfall in the mountain and overflow the boiling lake, that is it. Straight down coming. Yeah, man, but I like the vibration and keep up the good works, Jomo. Keep up the good works, Justo, and everybody else who's supporting the vibration.
My
Let's put our
brother,
shoulders to the wheel.
there's a community
We
effort
have
there.
Ian
Trust
in
me,
New
there's a
York.
community effort there.
Yeah,
We have
man,
to
big
do it.
time, big time. I tell you, growing up in our Toluma, cassava, boy, then it's people, everybody coming together and help you organize it. And it's that is the vibration we want to bring back, where everybody chipping in their little one, twos, and free pennies, and we make it work. Because one person come and help you cut the wood, one person helping you carry it, another is scratching with you, another is on the plats in there, and we grinding that. Another they're bullying with you and getting that nice and dry. It's a collaboration, and we need to let the people know that it can work. But we can't let politics and religion divide us. We have to see beyond the politics,
Yeah,
beyond
man.
the
But,
religion, you know what I
but
mean?
the only way to go beyond them things, Brent, is to feel comfortable to say it, to talk it how you want, when you want. There should not be a restriction on how you speak about politics and politicians and when you speak to politicians and speak about politicians. Politics is literally the gateway for community development.
Yeah, man.
And
Hold on,
if
just to
politicians closing the gate,
let me answer a question right there. What's up, Amanda? Hey, what's up, Christopher? Big up to you one time. Hi, Sherry. And Sherry say, Brent, is that your alternative with the person's boyfriend? I don't understand, Sherry. This circle. June come here a second. Or June. Second, mark open. Anyways, so as we were saying, so this is how we can get the communities working together. Because if Dailies can do it, then Lapland gonna join in. Because right now, guess what? Lapland just borrows their mower, right? This is something that wasn't happening before. I reached out to Lapland. I'm only in the diaspora. I reached out to Lapland. They said the mower is down. I said, how can I help? Send me the part number, send me this number. I called Tampa. Tampa hook it up, boom, boom, boom. We send down the parts, boom, mower working again. So this is how we do collaboration and boom. The thing was done for a hot minute. So if we all can work together, because one hand washing the other, they have a mower there, and when they finish cut their grass, it sit down there. No, it cut Delices grass, it's Delices for a couple of weeks. You go back Lapland, cut Lapland grass. You know what I'm saying? So working together, we all have the resources we need. Because our grandfathers, our great grandfathers were not rich. They didn't have plenty of money. But if Justo go with me and I come with Justo and help Justo, guess what? That is double manpower you get in. Marshall build this house, Balbo build this house, and all them those guys build their houses without $1 million. And nowadays
boss,
we have to wait for government to give us houses. Where back in those days, those guys were building their own houses. So which means
boss,
they were more wealthy.
early 2000s, every Sunday morning, religiously, it had a crew going and carry boy, then
Yeah, man. And you know,
man was
about
coming.
lot rum you bring in, about lot two of rum you bring in, and everybody
What
come
you
and check
talking
you.
about, Nagasa?
Early morning before J'ouvre, fellas up there carrying their body already. Rain or sun. If it's moyen blé, if it's live Jack, if it's tête blé, if it's
But
Wodavi,
that
if
was
it's
this wet for
Belvedere.
the morning, me. That was this wet for the morning, me.
Yeah, man.
Rapid.
Rapid,
Agualo.
rapid. Leftovers need to make its way back just. Oh, yeah, man, just told you. I'm
The
the banana
leftovers
them.
still. Remember, the leftovers is not just, The leftovers is this that was left behind,
Leftovers, we have
The
our band.
leftovers
But
is
the
this
list
that was left
just so, again,
behind.
we have plenty potential up in the list. We have two bands. We have all the potential, but we just need to put it together and make it work. Look now, we have
What you talking about?
Simon
Seventeen and
playing.
this joke.
With this first serenade band. That is achievements. That is daily operative right there. You know what I'm saying? But we have to continue
Bro,
striving and growing.
it's
The
just the
potential
way.
there.
It's just the way forward. We just need the entire community to put there together to get the way forward.
Yes, man.
The thing about where I just go in and sit down to see what them are doing. Let me sit down and see if Brent and Justo really serious. Let me just watch and see if Jomo and them boy they're really serious. Or
Yeah.
them man just they're talking. No, don't sit down and see if it's serious.
Join in, jump in the
Say you
wagon,
like
man.
the vibes them and working on. You yourself, you go in and see what you can do.
To help the vibration.
You check
Yeah.
me? Let you
Because
see what you can do.
if we weren't positive, we would have stopped already. You know many Saturdays we on here for a couple hours every Saturday, lo and behold. Every now
Brent,
and then somebody taking a little day off. But we on there telling the people this is how we are moving forward and we are gonna make it work because we were
Brent,
challenged at
you would
95%.
you would swear believe that is a job, If
We
I
on that.
mess it, my brother, if I mess it around and you see T Buenas, you see 8 o'clock coming, first thing my mother said,
Yeah.
what? You not on tonight, babes? Yeah, I on. Then go get ready.
Go get ready,
You
man.
swear me
Yeah,
that
man.
somebody take me for that shit, bro. But
Nah,
no,
man.
she said seeing the action and she can understand. And she understand the action and she's like, okay, I see you doing something. You serious about that? You committed to the
Yes, man.
cause. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you
man.
that push too.
Yeah, man. What's up, Allison? How you doing? How you doing?
You
Yeah,
seen
man.
rap,
So,
you seen rap on Baron and you say now listen, they have a listen.
Rapon, why say?
You make police, you make police
Hello.
take people, you see?
So
You make
look how you
police
just
take
sell out
people,
the
you
vibes. You just sell out
sell
the
out the
vibes. If somebody
vibes.
didn't know who Allison was, not now they know, I guess.
Well, no one
Yeah,
Alison.
man.
Alison does $1 sometimes.
But it's a vibration, man. It's a
Yeah,
movement.
man.
It's not just Tosto thing or my thing or Jomo thing or Clyde thing or Coffee thing. It's all of us thing, man. It's all of us together. Because when they're looking good and we go down on a vacation for 2 weeks and the place nice and bright and checking, wow. All the fellas now checking visitors coming, they must trim up nicely and look good as well.
But
But
is
if
but
nobody
is
ain't
that
coming and
but is that we're looking for? For if Dailies decided to have a reunion, Dailies fellas when they go down, they don't have to think of where they go in.
no man,
All of
dailies
us
is
Dailies. Make
dailies,
the
man.
money circulate Dailies. Go by Black
Dailies.
Star, then go La Roche,
Yeah,
Day,
man.
go by Ronnie, then go carry by Lambert, then go Dailies by Boric,
Yeah,
and make the
man.
thing circulate.
Of course, the police boy telling you that
Make
vibration,
them
man.
make them and make our money so when we come back the next time, the shop self have an extension on it. It have
Boom.
a club piece, it have a disco piece. You
Yeah.
check me? Nah man, enough with
Yeah.
that, enough with jumping to them and reading man. Them
Hey,
man
just
playing at
to,
this
your
reading.
uncle is now the chairman of the Lapland Village Council. Big up to you one time, Alvin. Congratulations on becoming the chairman of the Lapland Village Council. So that's another team player. So he can collaborate with Dalis and we can get
Okay.
the things going because he's the one who actually I reached out to and get into borrow Dalis the mower. Well, we, working together. So right there, that's a team player right there. And he told me if we can get it going Dailies, he's gonna move it to Laplane and they will come from Laplane to come Dailies and support our vibration. You check me? So which means we can go
But it's
vice
so it
versa
used
and
to
easy
work.
day
It's so it used to work.
because he's your uncle and he's also Eddie's uncle or if he's your cousin or one of the above. But he's your
Yeah.
relative. So right there now, this is how we have to make collaboration and we can get things going because Eddie now is in St. Joseph on the other end. We can liaise and get things rolling. We can't be divided and expect things to work. Nah, we have to come together. There's no other way but to come together. And as we just said the last time we were on, community. Everything is right there. Come together in unity. There's no other way to put it. If we can do that, it's simple. It's ABC. Community. Come together in
Just like that,
unity.
my brother.
Peace and love, like the Rastaman always preaching. We have to listen to the Rastaman a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love, man. Community. Easy day. If we can do that there, our Toluma, our Cassava, our we flourishing. Brand new forward drive, brand new trucks in the area, no issues, kids going to school, no problems. So we have to get back to that. When one person light their body fire in the morning, everybody just come and take one body fire and go and light their fire. If that person going to catch crab, he will share with the neighbor, get the neighbor some crab. He going to catch TTV, it's the same thing. That person will get TTV as well. We have to go back and do it. When you go make a balosh, they call in all the neighbors, let us go and make balosh. So everybody will catch a little dinner, something to cook for later. You check me? We have to
But
go back
all
into those
all the
times,
all the
man.
mission there was a one-man mission, and that is why the
No,
community was
man.
united.
It was
Now
united
everybody
because
now everybody want to go for a $5 and a $10 by a minister or something for their children, a voucher. But no, back then everybody used to do it together. It had
together.
man, it had man that do almost their whole time planting their little banana alone, banana alone they planting,
Yeah,
But when
man.
their child come to go secondary school, they end up planting passion fruit and something else with it.
You have to
Contact potato
diversify.
put with it because now secondary school more expensive than primary. And they knew that.
Exactly.
So then they
Yeah,
had to
man.
step up the game.
Yep, yep,
But
yep.
now everybody just sit down there watching their child grow and just checking like, yeah, do that man, the man I don't have to pay boss.
Call the government. Call the
I don't have to
minister.
pay boss. I talk to my pal rep. I talk to
Yeah.
my pal rep man. My boy, my son will be alright. The government they came care of him. Oh, yeah, spoil people children.
Mm, 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 mm.
Spoil people children. Have us all dependent.
Because we should be trying, because if you grow a child, you was a child. When the child 15, 16, you have to pushing the child away from you a little bit. Let that child become independent. By the time they reach 18, they don't want something under their roof again. They want to go and check their own sin. They want to go and make their own funds and make their own decisions. If it's college they go in, if it's in the job market they go in. But when you spoon feed that baby and he's 16, 17, you still spoon feeding him, he can't go make his garden himself. Which means he'll become 21 and he'll still be dependent on you. He'll be 25, still under your roof. He'll be 30 and still waiting for you to give him money to go and buy a brand new shoes. No, you have to cut that navel string and put that baby off the boobs and say, go and fend for yourself at a very early age. The
But
earlier the better. They have to become
that
independent.
is where the confusion come into for a lot of children, you know. Because parents keep saying, "No, I'm working hard so I can set up for you, so you don't have to work hard like me."
At
No,
all.
you have to set that child up so that child can work twice as hard as you, because that
As
child have to be
you.
smarter than you. You have to watch your mother and father work for you to know how to work, you know. You don't
Yeah,
just
man.
waking up one day and deciding you're going working and you never work in your life,
At
you know.
all. What happened in Harry? But nothing selling in Delices. I saw the minister of agriculture. They have a program in Wesley where he said those young farmers they've been selling cantaloupe and different string beans and stuff, and they all got markets for their produce. So I think things are selling on the island, but it's only mostly Haitians planting now, especially the market, the Roseau market. It's
But
engulfed by
you
Haitians
have to
taking over.
understand, Brent. You have to understand.
Hmm. So
If
things are
you
selling.
have 10 farmers in
Hmm.
one community with 10 different products, it will sell, you know.
It will sell
It have a
because take
season.
hold on just look.
Listen, Banner never stop selling dailies, you know.
Nope.
The problem is it just have a time it have too much banana.
That's the height having
So
a little
therefore the
too much.
farmers are struggling. So when
The
four
price goes
fellas have
down.
market, you don't say they have market. When you have four fellas selling a product, you don't say they have market. Because right now
Yeah,
you go and tell people they have market now another
you
50
start
fellas join
planting.
that.
Yeah, it's thinking straight down in the
What that
bottom.
gonna happen?
Price drop.
The price going
Supply,
to
too
drop
much
because we
supply.
have too much
Too much
supply.
supply. Too much
No man
supply.
desperate because they put all their income in that already, so they want their money back.
And they see what it making in the field.
So it's
We
best. Oh, you mad no boy. If the
It's
man
our
don't have
market
pig, it's best they
regulation.
sell 25 cents a pound.
Yeah. Is it right? The market too easily influenced down there. You know what I mean?
Too
It need
easily,
a
man.
sustainable because yeah, like Tuluma, one time Tuluma was not selling. You have five, six
Bro,
bags under your bed. And then when it's selling, it don't have none. So we need a
from my point,
regulation.
Brent,
Mm-hmm.
from my point of view, you see
Mm-hmm.
that passport money?
Yeah.
If
See
our
that?
government invests 4 5 million into buying agricultural products
Right.
for manufacturing alone, the
Right.
country good, you know.
But how no easy?
That
Five
money is
million
just to
alone.
take the
Yeah.
product. That money is just to take the product from the farmer,
Mm-hmm.
and then the government exporting it.
But just to take away coconut water. They just buy all the coconut on the island and they make coconut, they produce it, package it, and boom, a whole industry right there, a whole industry in coconut water. That is expensive commodity. The government have to step in.
You tell him that.
Like the fish, for instance. They come and take all the fish from all the fishermen around the island. As soon as you catch your fish, you deliver it to the
Hey,
fisheries.
big up to the dumb Big and Jerry.
What is it, Jerry? Big up to you. What's up, Auntie Hila? My sister told me yesterday she have 10 bags of Tuluma in her house. Wait, 10?
But that is
Exactly.
nothing.
So
When Hurricane Maria, man, she had 6 or 7, you know.
why?
And the
Baba,
whole
I'm on a
the house
ocean.
go around all the Toloma that stay, you know.
The
Because
Tuluma,
Toloma
the hurricane
doesn't play. Toloma doesn't play. When you eat Toloma, when you use Toloma, you solid as a rock.
you solid. Confetti Mati. Once you eat the Tuluma, you solid, you plombe.
Oh, you mad no boy.
Yeah, man. But we have to push the products forward. Because right now, China should be consuming our Tuluma bigly. We should be exporting 20 bags of Tuluma to China every week. We should be
But 20.
kicking off goods to
What
the
you talk
curb.
about 20 bags, no friend? 20 bags of Tolomado full in a container. You can send us empty container to China, population of something million to people there.
That is 20 of Tuluma. Don't forget we are foreign to go with it. Other products to go with it.
At that time, one of the
Mm.
the king of one of them place in the east. He go China,
Saudi
and he
Arabia,
tell
you mean?
me, yeah, and he telling the prime minister of China, man, oh,
Jinping.
very nice country, man,
Hmm.
very nice country. But you got a lot of people. You got a lot of people, no space. My country is nice. Everybody is free and comfortable. Chinese, what is your population? He says 7 million. He says you should have bring everybody. Bring everybody to China.
Yeah.
Because start checking by the end of the week, China have 7 million people again, man.
Easy.
So it have the market for the products we
It,
have, bro.
it have. But we just have to find new ways and to export. Our problem is not internal, it's external. It's getting it out of Dominica. You know what I'm saying? You can make this avocado, you have plenty of avocado, you'll get a huckster taking avocado. But when hurricane come, it has none for like 6, 7 months. No avocado on the island, or no plantain, or no bananas. This they have to find it from somewhere else. And don't forget, Hurricane Ali is directly on Dominica, so we have been affected in ways other islands are not affected. You know what I'm saying? Like St. Vincent, for instance, they had the volcano, right? Their crops went down. But we didn't step in and take their markets either. We leave it for them to come
No.
back and take it over.
But
So what I'm
the
saying is
problem is when we cannot take their market because we don't have product.
we don't have product. No, but if one person have 10 bags of Tuluma, that is enough to start taking off some stuff. But we don't have the contacts.
Brent,
But we go in, we
10,
have
10 bags of Toloma, Brent,
that
is
is just
one
one
thing.
person.
What is all your favorite shop up there?
Which one? Walmart?
Walmart. 10 bag of Toloma is
Yeah,
one Walmart.
Walmart taking that in a flash.
In a flash. But the thing is now, to get 10 bags of Toloma now, it's like you have to go to 5 different people to get 10 bags of Toloma. And everywhere you go, somebody want to get to you at a different price.
Different price. But if we have one
So now
factory,
if the government set up a
a
market
factory,
where the
not a factory,
government itself, no, hold on, where
mm-hmm.
the government itself buying the Toloma for you when it's not in demand. Once you have
Right,
a bag of Toloma, it has somewhere you can go and you must get $10 for it.
right.
If you want to sell a Toloma, you'll sell it outside for 7, for 11, 12 pounds, $12. But once you need $10 up, need your money, you can get it for $10. And it there, you no question. It's not a Cali anything like abattoir. When you go for your money, do ready, come back next week, the wind come and nothing like that. It's look my bag of Toloma, look your check. Boom.
Boom. So just to like we were saying on previous episodes, if they have a factory in Delices where we have one output, we can sustain any market. We can tell the people, okay, if you know now, guess what? You want to plant the Tuluma, your money is there. You make your back £100, $1,000 large and shesh in your hand. You have 10 bags, it's $10,000 large and shesh in your hand. You think all dog and cat, all young boy and young girl wouldn't be invested in plants in Tuluma? You check me? Calculator today to sell. Exactly, yeah, but Cal pushing, Cal hustling, When you're a young man on the ground, Cal Justin and them fellas curving, them fellas hustling in the place.
But
Yeah, man, to this day.
the other thing as well now, calculate that mainly that is for a Rosso market too as well.
Yeah,
You can't kill to two and expect it to sell the list. You have to have the
yeah.
market for it.
Yeah,
So that is the other thing as well. You have to be out there. The market's
yeah,
not
man.
available to us
Yeah.
because we build in a factory. We build in the resilience part of the factories where the raw product going,
But no
and the
Tuluma no go to there yet.
non-resilient and the non-resilient part of the factory is where the finished product going. You don't see me back to front.
Just to have they put any Tuluma in there yet? It's been built for over 4 months now. Not one sack Tuluma go in there. They got a packaging plant. But let us make a real factory where you make your Tuluma in the garden. So we take it, drop it off at the door, and they have employees in there that will take that Tuluma, set it up. When it comes out, it's nice and white, packaged, ready for shipping. Now we can go overseas and tell our government, hey, we can supply you with Tuluma. Because guess what? We have a storage with 5,000 bags in it. And every
Brent,
month, 1,000
Brent,
bags leaving.
Brent, we need to get
Mhm.
Shari on that talk. Stop with them small numbers. We're talking about 5,000
No,
tons.
we have to start
Just
somewhere,
build,
just though,
just
because
build. Listen to me. Drug dealers in Colombia doesn't talk pounds, tons they're talking, metric tons, and that illegal, my brother.
Because no,
So you have to
we
tell
have
me
to
you have
get.
a legal product that good for the market.
We cannot
Without
push it. We can't push it so big, and we can supply. Because until we don't get Lapland planting Toloma, Grand Fond planting, Monjon planting, River
but
State planting,
Brent,
Castibus planting, we can't go
Brent,
so heavy.
let me help you out there. You don't know Lapland planting, Grand for planting, River Street planting, Brent.
Right. Small
All them
scale.
places they are planting Toloma, but the problem is they just not planting it in the quantity they is planting it.
Right,
Because
right,
what they're
right,
trying to do now is to tap into the market. They don't know the process of making it. They
right.
don't have the process of making it. You get me?
Yeah.
So for them now, that is a thing they're trying to understand. But if we have a factory readily available for
They
the
just drop
processing
it.
of
They just
Tulum,
drop it.
man, my brother, all you have to do is wash it up with your Tulum, cut the roots, wash it, and bring it there. And
Drop
they
it
just
off.
weigh your
Boom.
bags, point in something, weigh your bags, point in something, give you your MC bags, and
Yep.
give you a tally of how
Yeah,
much weight
man.
you had, and go in the
Boom.
office, and the office give you a check. On your way back, you
Boom.
stop in the credit union, you change your check, you go back at you, you're a big man.
Big man.
Big man.
Yeah, man. And they can even go as far because in St. Vincent they have the riding mowers that plow the land and put their land there. They
But
have.
that but Brent, all that coming with the income you're making from it.
You can
Because a
buy
man
all the
cannot take
machine.
his $10,000 and go and buy a plowing machine and plant toloma and sweet
And it,
potato and he don't know where you're going and
and it
sell.
does sell in, and it does sell in. Yeah, it have
When
to be that
when the
that
bank call
steady
you and
market.
ask you for your money, you go and tell the bank, take the toloma.
Yeah, no, they will not listen to that. But if they can organize. So right now I saw St. Vincent build their last Tuluma factory 15 years ago. $5 million. So now Dominica cannot take China that is a good friend trying to build airport out of nowhere. Let us give us a 10 million, a 20 million in
I
Delices.
build in an airport,
Build
it
a
was
nice
finished before
factory.
Dominica Airport.
Because that can give us direct income for the community and for the country one time. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there is a means where we can directly generate income. With the airport, it might take 10, 15 years before we can even see any profit from that airport. But with the Toloma factory, as soon as you can finish the building, all the equipment in it, boom, right there and then money start flowing. People in the community working, people are now able to build houses, take loans, buy cars, buy more fuel, pay more taxes into the government. So right there, that is a direct generation of funds. So why we not go in those paths? A grapefruit factory, a coffee factory, a cocoa factory. Let us just make all these little things and don't make it small, like little tiny little thing. Expand the thing, man. All them little growers, they come together, deliver it to one area, and we look at the Kubuli factory, for instance. They're making the beer. We employing 50, 60 people in a Kubuli factory. And right there, that is Dominica beer. So why we cannot just continue that same trend in
So
creating things
what happened to Kuguli factory when it needed help?
they send it go somewhere else and they don't give that 10 million to build the building. I would close my eyes and give them the 10 million and keep them in our shores. We spending how much million giving this one, that one. You saw they said they gave DCP an additional $5 million. They gave Crazy T another 500 grand.
500,000.
They gave our cousin a little chum change, but he did buy some machinery. What I'm saying is, you take all those little monies you give into different persons and give it to set up an industry for them and say, "Come and work inside over there, fellas." Okay, Simeone,
But
it's a
when
workshop.
these
It's a
monies are
workshop
being
in just
given, but there isn't a process to
we give.
access that for the average man to access that.
We tell Simeone, here's $1 million, Simeone. Well, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna train all the young men and them. You're gonna have a government program. They go to school and they do the good work, and they come in your shop and you give them the internship. And you build all furniture for all our apartment buildings. We're not gonna hire get them from China no more. We're gonna build them in Dominica. So our young men will be trained while they're getting paid. While you know what I'm saying, that money stay in local, so our CBI money stay in local and doing work. But St. Lucians still jaloux Dominica because they say their prime minister not using the CBI funds to put people in buildings. But guess what they did? They developed the cities. St. Lucia have 3 big cities right now, and they're pretty because they use the CBI funds to do things in the country and not just throw it in the air and make it land somewhere.
But
Because right now,
that
our
is the
agriculture
problem, Brent.
should be booming.
Regardless what you do, it will always have
Mhm.
people know with a different point of view than you. Yes, the government do put in their money into putting people into buildings, by putting it into the economy. Now, them people there can earn their money.
You can
Them
earn
people
their
there can earn
money.
their money and build their own buildings.
Of course, you have to put it somewhere where it can make little ones. You can't put it somewhere where in a big building. How can we get that money out of those buildings? Answer me that question. How can we? These people that are living in those buildings, they were low income earners to begin with. Some of them, you give them a building, they can't pay you monthly to pay that building back. So that money is a dead end. You put that building there, put people in it, it's a dead end. But if you put that money in a factory, that money going to multiply and multiply and it pick up momentum. It probably can even build another factory for you. Easy day, no issues, no questions asked.
Brent,
We say
from since we small, they teaching us, Brent. If it come easy, it going easy, you know. The passport money do difficult to come, you know. That is why nobody doesn't care how they spend it. Because passport money is dead money. Dead money. Our sovereignty we sell in there, you know, to criminals, you know, people on the run, you know. We have
I would
more,
I wouldn't
listen,
say
we have
people on the
more
run.
well-known diplomats in police custody than we have actually working for us, you know.
Yeah, right now we have a
Ima-
case going on.
Imagine that scenario, Brent.
Mm,
I come by you.
right.
I pass it down
Mhm,
the road. I take your goat.
right.
I tell you,
You,
you don't get in the goat. All of a
right.
sudden, I have a cow giving.
Yeah.
I take the goat. I give it to somebody else.
Hmm.
And then I tell you, I don't have your goat. No, mister, I don't have your goat. Give me the cow.
Yeah.
That is what we're doing. That is what we're doing with an Indian man in the Caribbean. There, we Antigua take the man. It all is good time. All the while you have good time, Antigua have him. All of a sudden, Antigua probably want vaccine. They take the cochon, they send it Dominica. Scary catch it. Bro, bro, come here, come here, come here. Antigua say, oh, I talked to the Prime Minister of Dominica. I tell him to send him back India. But you are the Antigua, you never send him
He
back.
have an Antigua passport. He's CARICOM. So his case has
So
to be called.
how comes CARICOM trying to deport its own citizens?
Yeah, yeah, something wrong.
The man is not just citizen of Antigua, you know. The man is a CARICOM citizen, you know.
The man yep, he can go any island. But I understood that he got to Dominica without a passport. When he got to Dominica, but
But
if he had a driver's
probably use his
license,
driver's license, Brent.
he could use his driver's license to come in.
Probably use his driver's
He
license.
could, but he came
But
in back door.
but
They said
he
he man coming
cannot
in just
listen. He cannot come in the country illegally without a vessel.
he have to come for a vessel. He can't swim. He didn't swim, come down. But the vessel didn't catch the vessel.
He
So
had to come on a vessel.
because yeah, he can't come illegally if you have an ID on him. If you have a ID, a driver's license, you can travel in the Caribbean, any Caribbean island.
But
So yeah,
listen to what the Indian news telling you now.
mhm.
The court said now. The man was claiming that he was abducted in Jolly Harbor. Jolly Harbor is not a place where you can kidnap somebody. Why checking
Mark
boy?
on it.
Them people they are special.
Well, I think it's kind of differing points. This one saying that thing, this one saying that thing. The woman law him in, the woman became his friend and invited him to a house for dinner. And I heard the wife speak this morning
Yeah,
and
yeah.
on some
What,
podcasts, she was
what you
explaining
do? Yeah, what you do? Yeah, go on my Facebook page.
what he told what the husband told her. You know what I'm saying? But all of this is to say what this man has a passport that is CBI passport sales. And if we send this man back to India, that is diminishing, that is going to mash up our passport business. And like you said earlier, if that passport business go down underneath, it's not benefiting you, it's not benefiting me. But perhaps it benefiting somebody, we're not seeing where the money go in. The
But
passport money was going into.
what you have to keep in mind too. He had an
Mhm.
Antiguan passport citizen by investment. But remember, it's Dominica that get rid of him. You know.
Dominica wouldn't passport
You
wouldn't sell.
remember? You remember?
So
Dominica seem to have a habit of that, you know.
their passport wouldn't
As soon
sell.
as Ali Monfares left Dominica, they take him, you know. Iran take him, you know.
Dominican Republic.
As he leave Dominica and go Republic, Iran take him, you know.
So
So I
we need to
suspect
stop
it's
that business.
Dominica seem to be handing them over. They hand them
No
passport and
man,
they hand them over.
we cannot do that. We have to stop that business. When they come to Dominica, they have a safe haven. This man have his driver's license from Antigua. He is Antiguan. He welcome to Dominica. He come pui, he come back door. You put him in prison for a little while. You call his case. You send him back to Antigua.
But
He's a
right,
citizen of Antigua.
since I know
Let
myself back in the
Antigua
days,
handle their
man
case.
telling you, people telling you when you go overseas one you don't have money to come back. Just send Stoneby and Jadame. When they
Yeah,
arrest you, they'll send you back down here.
let Antigua handle the
They will
case. But he has a
deport
court
you.
case. He has a court case in Antigua because Antigua wanted to take back his passport, but he have his lawyers and he's fighting them in court. So right now the matter is before the court, and I think they're working on it. So in all fairness, he is a CARICOM citizen. He send him back to the host country after he serves his time in Dominica and let them handle it. But if he had all the shy money, they welcome him though. Tet papayo.
That's all Marco, Dominica Marco. Dominican too
India was
involved in
scared.
married people business. A married couple, you know. Chucksky
Yeah,
and Antigua is a married couple, you know. They've been
married
in their
couple.
relationship long time, you know.
How much billion he take 5 billion? They say he embezzle or he buake a big money.
Dominica want to go and involve themselves in married people business. When them people was in
But,
their good time, where was Dominica?
but just to, what do you think when Dominica SOS India send the vaccine so fast? Rapid. Dominica get their vaccine first. As soon as Dominica get their portion, would they give some Antigua? We're still Antigua. So it's something happening behind the scenes, and the people are not seeing it. But some people
Listen
are
to me.
calling the
If
shots
you go
now.
on we on now, the world is on. They tell you. And Dominica, Prime Minister Roosevelt carried said SOS to Prime Minister of India. Poor country Dominica cannot afford vaccine. Would you please help us? So, well, we can help you help us.
Now, Indian is their assistance, and they say
Well,
till when is the case? June or July? So
but
no bail.
Chuck's the vaccine was,
Easy.
but it's not that
Chucks
they want. They
collapse.
want dry cash. It's dry
Cash
cash the
money.
government and they want. Ministers of government of the Caribbean is dry cash they want because they want that cut, they want that percentage.
Yeah, hélas. But yeah, man, all of this. So if we had used that CBI money in our Toloma, in our Baden, in our tourism products, we would have something tangible right now. Because even if that thing gonna make our passport sales go down, but we would have invested in agriculture, in tourism, in our infrastructure, so we would have stability, we would be independent of that. But we are not making that money make money for us. Right now, we're just flushing that money down the toilet, putting some massive buildings that are not gonna help us. In the future, we get brooks, like I said, pandemic raging, right? We're not investing in sports, we're not investing in youth, we're not investing in agriculture, we're not investing in tourism. All we depend on is CBI. If CBI goes down, we are done. We have to put that money. We can't put all our eggs in one basket, or else we can get in trouble. And the prime minister just using the machine to get the money. When he get the money, he done with it. He not painting the vehicle. He not servicing the vehicle. He not doing anything to make the vehicle better. So, which means at some point he's not gonna be in office, and there's not gonna be CBI sales, and the country's gonna be broker than he met it. So as of right
But
now, Mr. Prime Minister, start to build something that's gonna help Dominica move forward for the next 50 years. We have to.
I listened to our family the other day there say, you know, the Prime Minister is best scared give Edison an increase in salary so he can live comfortable. But with all the money he should have put away
Passport.
there with the CBI passport. He don't need that money, he should be able to live comfortable. So it seems like our cousin there seems to know that is the game. All men putting their CBI money aside.
So you are very smart, just you're
Everybody
reading between the
seems
lines.
to be putting their passport money aside.
Aside. But our own, where is our Panama or in the Swiss bank? Which one? We won't see.
Our own
Parlez,
don't even have
which one?
our own don't even have a permanent residency.
We had
Our
how many?
own
Seven.
seem to be floating in the air Bitcoin.
We had seven. What are they calling them? According to Mr. Clarence Christian, we had seven. The offshore bank. Sakwito them just to. And them on
Which one?
the the accounts they have in the overseas where they keep in the CDI funds. Somebody in the case help us please. So they have escrow accounts.
Escrow, 7
So
escrow accounts.
if you buy in a house, let's say for instance, and they tell you put on an escrow, they hold the escrow in the account till you're ready to do the transactions. So every year you have the escrow account where you pay your tax, your insurance and your taxes, right? And they keep in that, and every year they balance it. So Dominica, all Dominica money is out there, but no document in Dominica can tell you how much money is out there. So how we can be operating on our business, but in the business itself, no manager, nobody knows how much money the business have.
But Brent,
Why this money not in Dominica operating?
look the worst thing we Brent. Look the worst
Mhm.
thing we. You meet a woman, you marry the woman. All of a sudden, you see the woman line with the papa asking her who is that, she telling you her ex. The woman meet you with your money, you go in and build your house. The woman tell you, you know what? Just give me the book, I'll make my ex build the house for you.
About that.
The woman don't tell you how much the house going to cost. She don't showing you the plan. Then she just telling you, oh, my ex-boyfriend will take care of
Will
that.
you take care of that?
That is
Yeah.
what Dominica going through there. The government
Yes.
hook up with their partner, give them to sell passport. All of a sudden, partner is a builder. He can
MMCE.
build buildings. All of a sudden, now we building airport. He can build the airport. But I don't understand in that country.
We vote yeah. The mountain jack of all trade we. Why?
I don't understand in that country. You see, in that country too nice.
Country nice. But just so you know, it's a woman that running the whole operation, right?
Huh?
The young lady running the whole operation. The whole operation, the young lady running it. She not in the forefront, but she running the whole operation. And everybody else just she up somewhere in the Middle East, somewhere in Dubai, somewhere up there, running the operation, pulling the strings. But all in that, how can a company sell the passports, come back on the island, still getting the contract to build the projects? That by itself,
No, you missing out. You missing out information.
mhm,
The company selling the passports,
right? Take their share,
paying themselves,
right?
then keeping the extra money after they get paid.
Uh-huh.
Building houses
Hmm.
with the extra money, then paying themselves for building the houses. That is what that happened in there.
Yeah,
So
it
that
is. It
money
is
was
exactly.
in Dominica to see that money at all, at all, at all, at all. Then if the man said remain cheap. Remember when your mother used to send you in the shop
Yeah,
and get 2 cube and a pound of rice on a $5 and you put the change in your pocket, I don't want to fall.
yeah.
But as you passing it, so Aaron and them going down Victoria, so you just put the rice on the table and you go. While you buy Black Star,
Things in
you
your
see you have
pocket.
50 cents in your pocket to buy a bonbon, you just buy it.
Yeah.
That's what happened in there. Eh? When the man
If they
see the
have
remain
changed
change, they just giving Dominica a whole lot thing.
the whole thing,
Whole
why?
lot thing.
Why? Because
Because
they
we
say
don't
they're
ask
gonna
them for
finish.
accountability, Brent.
They're gonna finish the Marigot Hospital, and then Dominica will owe them some money. I checking about what I mean it now. They sell the passport. They give us a little bit. We're giving it back to them to finish build the projects. Right now, we out of money. They have to borrow from them to build it. Wow, man. Your employee end up becoming richer than the employer. Magoisa.
And you're telling
Something
me you
not
know how
right.
to do business.
So, you cool the business. You cool the business because a man can be selling for you. After he take his cut, he give you your cut. He still come back and take the little portion that you have. Right now, you don't have nothing left. You have to borrow from him. Something not right. The addition, the subtraction, the division, the multiplication, it's not working. You cool the
But the
company.
the hotel Moroccan hotel in Portsmouth, the partner in the US take them to court because we were supposed to get a percentage of over 2 million, and they don't want
Mm.
to show in the books of how much money they
We,
make.
Kisa,
He checking 2 people already walk away. A man and his wife walk away 30 million each. Yeah, he's caught, so he want more than what they're trying to offer him. Man, take them to court. But only in Dominica things happen.
We have to be more transparent, man. We have to be like an open book. We have to operate
But what
on a level
transparent that
where
nobody.
we can't be operating like Vicky Vyman. People can't trust us because people don't give us their funds because we're not transparent. We're not getting things done. So we have to be able to be transparent, wide open, to see, let everybody see what's happening. Why all you guys are here to take care of the country on the behalf of the people. The people should see every transaction, every document, like on a regular basis. That shouldn't be we handling the business and we tell all you what we want to tell all you. No, everything should be on in the open. The people should know step by step what's happening. Like next month they're doing their budget. They are entitled to put something aside for the Delices Road. They are supposed to put something for beautification of Delices. And we want gazebo, we want from Delices, Botica, Laplin, Monjan, River, we want the whole surface to light up. Go back to Pedit finish it up Pedit Force Asian, every time a hurricane come, it mashing up their little jetty for their boats. Apada make a video recently, they're showing Force Asian Bay. Grass growing in Force Asian Bay, one of the biggest fishing community in the surface. Magoisa and Mr. Kenneth Darroch, they're ashamed of himself. A place like Force Asia that diehard labor, diehard supporters. But it shouldn't even be about supporters. But the fishermen down there, that's all they do is fishing. They should have to come and tell you they need the place set up again. Build a jetty for them fellas down there. Set them up properly. Even though the storm comes, they're good to go. They are fiberglass boats. Those guys have to bring it in every day. That could stay out anchor on the jetty out there. And this is the livelihood. The fisheries laughing me. That thing should be popping. You come for a fish, you drop it in the fisheries, and the fisheries sell the fish. That way, the fisherman tired, he cannot see, he doesn't go and stress about going and sell fish. He just get his gas right there in the fisheries, and the vibration continues. If them could put their money together and build a kind of nice cooperative, a fisheries like that. So why all of a sudden now it Naja? You check me? Now they have more areas to sell their fish. We have more technology, they have fish finders and GPS and everything. The government give them boat, give them engine, and it's now they're making less money. Something shape are right. So
But
right there.
so it's set up. You remember, it's not everything people offer you have to take, my brother. Some people will hand you over, wait so they can hold you down,
Hold you down, man.
When you work in your whole life, my brother, making your ends meet, and all of a sudden, somebody come in and tell you, look so you can make more money. Let me give you that.
Sit down at your home.
And my brother, listen to me now. It have people that used to work and pay their children bosses the same money and still have money to go in the shop and to buy their children clothes and shoes, Yep. And today they do paying boss for their children and they still can't buy clothes and they can't buy clothes and shoes,
But they close their garden closed. Rice. No, I was listening to the Minister of Agriculture and he said, we have food security in Dominica. Go under everybody free the feed, no going banana, no going fig. Macaroni and cheese and rice and flour. How can we import?
Let me stop you for a little bit. Friend, we used to sit down in the junction and we used to just go behind the little car there and go under the food by PC and take right fig. We used to do the same thing by all you. In the old kitchen there.
Always at that when fig.
By my Balbo, they are the same thing.
It ripen, but now we don't have that again. So
that's
no food security.
One kitchen. I can put my hands on my head and say, I got one kitchen in the community rush and Victoria. I was in a Caribbean Lewis, man. But then I got one kitchen, La Roche and Victoria. It didn't have a hand of bananas ripening. That was the thing.
Always, because by the time you take the whole bunch and put it in the fee, by the time you finish it, half of it, the other half ripen, so it's red banana one time. The plantain, the same thing. So how can we have food security if people are planting? So food security is the rice and flour. We can't be importing and call it food security because if the pandemic had mashed up all our transit routes, China couldn't send us their rice and Guyana couldn't send us their sugar. how could we get sugar? You know what I'm saying? So food security means if everybody outside us not selling us anything, we are able to survive by ourselves. We have enough corn, we have enough dashing, enough pig, enough banana, not to starve. But if that happens in 1 month, Dominica will be on the brink of what they call it, starvation. Because you can imagine how many people planting dashing right now. If all Dominicans start eating dashing and fig and banana, because in a month we don't have fig and banana to feed the people.
Brent, right now, India, Australia, and Germany coming together, right, with a plot to push out China for world's food security.
Security. If China say we're starving the world starving you.
Bro, and that
China
is what
produce food.
India, Australia,
Really,
and Germany noticed,
Germany.
and they come to and they already formed their group. I go get that clip and I go send that to you.
Yeah.
They formed the group to push China out
Yeah, man.
because China already taking over Africa, China taking over the
Boy.
Caribbean, and them man see that already, and them man make up their mind. They going to take back. They going to take back control. My brother, everywhere you turn, it's Chinese that running things. It's
Yeah, man.
Chinese. A little island in the Caribbean, you have Chinese holding big Dominicans by their collar, well respectable known man like Suki. Chinese
Yeah,
blocking
boy.
Suki in the road, telling Suki take thing in shop and they do pay.
Yeah, that was sad. That was disrespectful, man. A big man like Suki,
But
they
I
shouldn't have
still
touched
don't
him,
find
man.
that disrespectful because at the end of the day, everybody's saying, well, it's not me. But my brother, it will happen to you.
Yeah.
How you so special? You watching it happen to everybody and think it can't happen to you
Yeah, it
now.
will happen to you eventually. It will come to you. It will come to you. Because Suki brought back the bag, telling them, well, the bag was damaged. Can you guys change it? Then all of a sudden they checking, no, he's still it. Like, are you guys serious? The man come back with his bag and tell all you the bag is damaged. Can you guys change it? Because this is should be common practice. You guys sell the faulty item, the person bring it back to your shop, you give them the new one, you take the old one and you put it in the back. If it can be repaired, you repair it. But this should be common practice. And I guess they had the Chinese man checking, nope, he stole it. Like, oh, why would a big man like that come in your shop and steal something? You don't have your cameras, repair your
Brent,
camera.
it have a saying that goes, lesson not learned in blood are soon to be forgotten.
Absolutely right.
So when you in your place of birth, and on God, where he come out and decide it's on you, he put in his hands. And you pushing him away like, okay, maybe he joking. My brother, you're wrong, you lose already.
Yeah, you lose already, man. But
You
hey,
lose already. Dominica, we don't take it nothing too serious. Everything it seems to be the new normal.
hey, just to hold on, not to cut you off. Father's Day, let's set up a football match Father's Day, no?
Let us set up a football match.
Yeah,
Which team you playing for? Online football, man.
no, it have fathers and non-fathers. So fathers versus non-fathers.
So,
Let me
so you
set up a
saying
match.
Papa? So you saying Papa and Malpapa then?
Papa and Mal Papa. Yeah, let's do that. Why you saying Polo Polo? Big up to you one time. Polo Polo, let's set up a football match. Fathers versus non-fathers. Father's Day. Yeah, let's say that if it's lap playing fathers versus Delices non-fathers or Delices non-fathers versus lap playing fathers.
Papa and Malpapa.
Papa and Mal Papa football match. Let me set it up. Let me put a football match to play. Get the place live up. Yes, man. Let's do something set up. For Mother's Day, they do like something. Let's do a set up, man. If we had more time, we fly down, polo polo. Easy. We come down there, we mash up the savannah, man. Yeah, let's what date is Father's Day again? Next weekend, just though.
Mm-hmm.
What date is Father's Day? Next weekend. We have enough time, man. It's called to people. Yeah, man. Owen, why you say? Look, Owen say we on. We sponsor. You need to give them their food and their drinks, and the people playing and having fun. That is it.
Fred, listen
Yeah,
that.
man. Hopefully the non-fathers can be.
Of about three people. Yes, these are three people who were believed to be with Choksi when he arrived in Dominica. The passport copies show that Barbara is a Hungarian national and was allegedly also with Gurmeet and Gurjeet Singh, who are Indian and British nationals respectively. Tracking that big story and leading our coverage is my colleague Rhythm, who joins us live on this edition of the news. And Rhythm, This is extremely significant. I think sensational details that you're putting out for the very first time, Rhythm. Take it away and tell us more about these three people.
Deepti, this is yet another sensational twist in the case, in the Choksi case, and the mystery over his travel to Dominica now becomes even more shocking and surprising. The public TV access.
I'll send that link. Just go on my Facebook, man.
Just go to the 20th. The 20th is the Father's Day, right?
20th.
So let's do something for the fathers, man. Let's bring this office back alive. Oh, when checking we on, yeah, man. Let me get it going. So we have enough time. We have balls down there already. Let's just get some of the little things here and there, line up the playing fields, and we can keep a match. We have a whole weekend for Father's Day. Let's celebrate fathers, because we just see mothers for Mother's Day, they're doing everything. They're going all out. But for Father's Day, we're not helping set up Father's Day. So how can there be anything now? And you check me. So if we set up something for Father's Day, that's a start. And eventually we can have more events and more activities for Father's Day. Because we just say fathers are not appreciated. And people don't check fathers, but fathers probably doesn't do enough. So let me do something. So I'll call Alvin later. What time it is? It'll be too late to call him today. It will be tomorrow. I'll give him a buzz, and I'll call Glorin so they can set up the soccer academy, and we can get going. We can play small goal, big goal, whatever goal they want to play. Yeah, man, let's get it going. So I was looking at some pipes for the goalpost just to. So I saw they have some small goals, but I want to see some real pipe, like PVC and filled with concrete. So that way it stays white. Because the steel, after some time, it corrodes, but the PVC on the outside, and we just fill it with concrete, like the concrete trucks, the leftovers, we just fill it inside it, set it up, I will drill some holes.
So you don't have to fill it. You don't have to fill it with concrete. You just have to fill it with sand.
That too. Yeah. All right. Even
if you fill it with concrete, when you come to move it, sometimes it could be too heavy. You check me?
No, a PVC, a 2-inch PVC wouldn't be that, or 4-inch PVC. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, you're right. It could be sand. Because we remove the sand and then we move it forward. Yeah, man. But we can set up, man. Because the Southeast have potential, and if we start them, give them reason to play. Then when we play, you know, Laplane have skills, Delices have skills, Whitaker have skills, John Riviere still gone for. But we have to give them reason to play, and we get the place rolling again. You know, much people from Laplane, their father from Delices, or from Delices, their father from Laplane. You check me. But if we will not meeting, that don't happening. You call it cross-pollination. If we don't have events, there's no cross-pollination. All your Laplane will stay Laplane. All your Delices will stay Delices, and there's no cross-pollination, and we need the cross-pollination to keep the place live.
My uncle Amede always say girls are for boys and boys are for girls.
But if girls not saying boys, it can happen. We have to bring the event together. No, back in those days, when one tribe against another tribe, they would take one daughter from this tribe, marry her to a son of this tribe, and guess what? They becoming friends and they become family. So right there, now unity between them, because that one have to go and see that one, and that have to go and see that one. They need to pass freely. So right there now, boom, we have to keep those traditions alive where people meeting each other and cross-pollination happening, man. If we can get cross-pollination,
we can do better, man. We on the path. I think we're on the right path.
You can't have the people fighting each other and that one is this party and that one is that party. Nah, man. It's one little country, one little happy Southeast. Everybody should be together. One love and unity, peace, man. Making their board and their tuluma, their cassava, their banana, and their fig, whatever it is, together. Easy day. If it's 30 day, they go and VX by the Bayside is together. One man can't turn over 30, you know, and them used to do that in Laplane all the time. But now with conservation, they will protecting the turtles, which is a good thing. We have more turtles in this, you know, and easy day. One man can't kill a cow by himself. It's too much work. But if 4 or 5 men come, they can kill a cow easy. Easy. So yeah, man, we have to make help the people working together. Is the plus. One finger might bend going through the screen, but a whole fist now that is together. Yeah, man, we have to keep pushing, man. Why is Polo? Let us do it. So just to have all them balls ready to go down. Jomo has most of the football boots already. So I will send another change for Jomo to get some.
Where Polo on the live?
Yeah, Polo on the live.
Polo, we have it, you know. We have some brand new footballs. Brand new. We have a whole box.
We will send some for Laplane as well. We have a
whole box. of
Yeah, I'll
footballs.
give Delices some, give Lapling some.
Right? So we're
Hi,
gonna
Paula.
distribute them, man.
Sakafet Paula. Yeah, man. But we need people persons to contribute whatever you can, whatever you're able to give us. We all of it's going down to the island to help the people down there and get things going, man. Yeah, man. But it's positive vibration alone, man. Positive vibration. Because we have energy vampires that are sitting down in places of influence and they're not helping. So we have to get rid of those energy vampires, those Sukui and those Boahidens, push them to the side and put people who are positive, who are willing to help the people, who are there for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because we elect people to come and represent us. Because if I have an idea and I represent just to go up in the office and just supposed to look out for the people he represents in and not just for himself. So he holds just to represent in Delices and just there for 5 years. But he's not doing anything for Delices people, not for the sports, not for the youth, not for agriculture, not for tourism. What is he doing? Just getting his salary every month and just getting somebody alone? No. When Justo gets into power, we vote Justo. So supposed to go up there. Okay, the youth. Okay, we're gonna make a youth center for the youth. The agriculture. Let us build a Tuluma factory. The cassava, let's make a cassava platin, right? The tourism, if we build a gazebo bodlame, nice enough, a bathroom, a toilet, one bodlame, one laplane, one Rosalie. So when the tourists are passing, they want to relieve themselves. They're not going in the river and do that. They can easily go into the facility, you know what I'm saying, and relieve themselves. That is what tourism is all about. Development. But then people reach there and check in Dominica is a third world country. They don't have one toilet to go and relieve themselves. Mark, you never see a mal kaka take a cholo take somebody. And you're in somebody else's house and you're afraid to put it down because it will make too much noise. Yeah, think of a tourist come down and eat a food they're not accustomed to. And they are barely boiling. You have a day's order and they have to relieve themselves. But they're in another man country and yeah, they can't go hang themselves by the riverside. They're supposed to have public convenience along the way. If it's by man, no, every shop supposed to have a bathroom and toilet attached to it. Every playing field, every bodlam air. So Big Mac, Big and Bull toilet on it, so that person now can go and help themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know when the accident happening. So for that reason, we have to, if we're moving into tourism, these are some of the things we have to do. Before the tourism start flowing again, we have the CBI money, let us start investing in those areas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because we're taking all these little things for granted. But a tourist will say, I will not come back to Dominica for that reason. But if we have it in place, everything nice and comfortable, oh shit, I pull into the station, I go use the bathroom, wash my face, set up again, and I can go. But if it doesn't have that, guess what? Bal point you. Where they going in somebody's house? Last man. Let us get things going. In the US, like every so often, they call something called a rest stop, right? They have a bathroom, multiple bathroom for males and for females. They have a security guard on standby, creating employment. You check me, you can pull up in the rest stop, you take a half an hour rest, and then you move on. No pani rest stop, no pani bathroom, no pani toilet, no pani patat. Develop. No, we have to do these little things to make the place conducive, make it tourism friendly, so to
But
speak.
Brent, here's a question. Is there a public convenience in the housing complex?
No. Well, they have a toilet, I believe, by the resource center, maybe by the resource center. But that one is locked most of the times. So no, you have to go in somebody's private residence if you want to use their bathroom. There's no open one in the middle where everybody can use. But man, we cannot keep doing those things. We have to think of the future. We can't watch and to the tip of our toes. We have to look far ahead. 50 years down the road. We have sportsmen and women who are international. We can go to any playing field, Geneva playing field, Delices playing field, Lapland playing field, Granford playing field, and everything nice and dandy. No change. You go Windsor Park, it's the same thing. Bathroom, toilet, everything there. No panic, territory, territory. We have to start raising the bar a little bit, man. We don't have one track and field on the island, an entire island of 70,000 people, not one track and field. We have to see past those petty little BS and start making things for our country to move forward. If we have 2 free athletes and them and training on the tracks, them can go and compete on the international tracks and dominate. But nous va cacher les comme ça. Si nous en swimming pool, et pas enfants nous qui bénéficient, les enfants l'autre monde qui bénéficient. Non, man, put a swimming pool there. Put a swimming pool so young people now can see Michael Phelps swimming and they can go there and practice too. And one day they might become a pro swimmer. Little things like this, 1, 2, it's not 2020.
Listen to me. Any sport. I grew up hearing people saying you can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. Right? I believe that when I come to that country, right? And anything you want to do in life, you can do. But you know, they never finish in that sentence. With the opportunity. Anything you want to do in life or you want to be in life, you can be if you get the opportunity.
Of course, you have to get the
opportunity. But without the opportunity, my brother, you kicking, you pushing a steady wall. You're trying to go for a concrete wall without breaking it. A lot of black people in them country, they cannot swim because why? They cannot afford to go in swimming pool.
No.
They can't afford the swimming pool. We have one fast race car driver, one opportunity, one lucky ticket, yet it's good for him.
Yep.
You get me? You think black people can't play ice hockey? But the gears for them sport, they're expensive, Brent. Your mother is an immigrant. She don't come there to see you skating on ice and getting pushed by people. No, she come to make money to earn a living so you all can be more comfortable. Not for her to go up and down in hospital with you when she have 2 jobs.
True.
And that is how we're seeing it. So everybody keep making that sentence, but nobody doesn't finish it.
We have to give the opportunity.
You can be anything you want to be with the opportunity.
One thing for sure. You go to Dominica with your kids, nobody will kidnap your children. Dominic, Parlez, enfants. If it's one place in the world where people do not take people's children as in Dominica.
So Brent, based on you knowing yourself when you were small, what good you would be for somebody who tried to kidnap you?
Trouble. Every day, the hundreds of kids go missing around the world.
Brent, in them country, there are people kidnapping people, children, and when they come back, them children still have false nails.
Yeah.
They don't scratch nothing, they don't kick nothing, their clothes still iron.
Yeah. Dominica, that would be dégagement. Nobody wants to do it.
So you're telling me somebody could have gone and kidnapped them and then?
No, guess what? People don't want. I want to tell you, people don't want their own children, freedom of other people's children.
That is a fair point, Brent. That is a fair point.
So there's a positive thing about Dominica. People don't kidnap your kids in Dominica. You can let them go from sun up. When sun down, they come back home, and nobody taking your children. So that's something positive about Dominica. So
Brent, how often?
There we go.
How often your mother is going for you now? You know, it's not just she sit down there waiting. Just sit down there waiting for you to come back with. Or if you grab you by your ears and tell you party where so I couché.
Oh, Haley, call you on it from a distance. Yeah, that's from a distance, boy. You know, it's time to come up. Also, you're going to run a message in this stuff or something, you know. Yeah, man. But the place I even just to. Between the cassava, the toloma, the boarding, the bananas, the plantain, dashing, yam, kush, shoe, just name it. Jelly. Oh, you crazy. The place sweet. We just need the development. We just need the assistance from the government. Those powers we elect to look after us, to look after the people. Set up the countryside. What's up, Deborah? Sakafet, long time to see. Why say shack out? Big up to you one time. Because if we move into tourism, we have to put facilities for the tourists. We can't just decide we becoming we depending on tourism, or we don't have one public convenience for them to relate themselves. Nous pas ni yon gazebo si on l'applique à tomber. Nous pas ni yon boardwalk because your Kenfield or Fonhole Kwale Kenfield. Is in the road they have to walk. If they go in Roseau, is in the road they have to walk. No proper sidewalk. Or you can tell me we're going to tourism, every pan sidewalk. It's rather impossible. When you go in a park, they boasting gardens. On T-Jardin killer, who would have a park in America or even in London? That park is multi-purpose. You have a cricket indoor cricket stand. You have the tennis on that side, the basketball, the football, everything all there in one. The kids' playground, that whole, and still have areas covered with trees for concerts.
Brent, we have a foreign company building a foreign design in a third world country for family development without a recreational facility. All these engineers and architects that put them building design together, they have slide at their home, they have swing for their children, they have all kind of recreational facility for their own children, you know, in their own private domain, freedom for the environment around them. So at the end of the day, it's wickedness and bad mind that have these people in that way. That is what that leading these people. Greed and wickedness. Because you can't go and design a building like that. Floors upon floors. You building them kind of building there on a community, on an outskirt, on rural community, and you're telling me you're building no facility to entertain family. No facility to entertain the children. But we're saying we're resilient and we're building resilient. We cannot just build resilient for life, you know. We are building for body and soul, you know. Mind, body, and soul have to be resilient, you know. Because when you sit down inside them four walls there, an hurricane pass, hurricane will kill you. When you go outside there and you have nothing for you to entertain yourself, that stress will kill you, you know. The stress alone from living in them four walls and you don't have nowhere to send your child and play cricket, to go and swing on a swing for when you're ready for it, to call them and say, Brandy, food ready, come upstairs and eat.
Yes.
You just have your child within four walls in a rural community, like you living in Roseau. Nah, man, we need to do better than that, man. Poor designing, poor architecture and everything. Them building there wasn't designed without recreational facility, you know. If you look at them housing scheme and them housing estate there in over anywhere out of Dominica, they have a playground somewhere, you know. They have a basketball court close to it. They have a playground, you know. They have a slide, you know. They have a climbing fence. They have some rock climbing thing, something.
A fountain, something, man.
Where you can walk with your child and just hold their hands and then just go and just let them go and watch them run.
Yes, man.
Run because they have to be outside.
No beautification down there. Let them like a fountain there. They building a mock by just two. You got the fountain a dying. DJ we got from a whole housing complex for 66 months. But all in all, you have to be innovative. You have to think of ways to enhance the beauty. People will pay any kind of money when something nice, you know. When something nice, well presented, you go in a restaurant and the person put that food well laid out. You're giving that person probably $100 tip because it's well put together. You come in a place and it's dry, and no sauce, nothing. You will not pay for that. You don't want to give them extra for that. But it takes more. There are some students in school. You can see that one is 50%, that one is 25%, that one is 75%, that one is 100%. But you have to try to be 100% at all times. You can't want to half-ass the job and expect to get 50% or 100%. You get 25%. So right now we're performing at 25%, below normal. We down there somewhere. We have to be ticking on all the cylinders. We have to be organizing so all the people can be satisfied. And if you can get on the island, if the Prime Minister right now decide, let's create a job for all Dominicans and young people, nobody living the island anymore. Right now, the pandemic keep people Dominica, all we have to do is create employment for them and they ain't going no place. That business of sending them overseas and study and they're coming back, with that ending, when you go and study, the government people where you go and study, when you come back, you have to come back because we have your more land paper. So you have to pay for that land paper.
Brent, all university now doing their courses online. Their lectures online now.
Everything online.
So when you pay university for them, they don't have to leave the country,
Nope, they're online, easy.
But see how much of them will go uni for you. See how much of them will go university and study. A chance to go overseas, they want it and they get it,
They gone you back away. You crazy. As soon as they get the papers, they bring their whole family up and they're not coming back down. We're still
plenty of them children there used to get headache in school,
Probably 90% of them.
When they do pass their exam and they do get in good grades, they say headache they have, But they get the opportunity to go and study harder things again.
They gone. And so our education system is different from theirs. So once you pass that test, you get in a grade for it one time. But in Dominica, you have to remember that stuff from first term to third term. You get an exam on everything you learned throughout the year. But in the US, the education system is different. If it's 2 weeks or 8 weeks, you study in 4. After that 8 weeks, you finish with that course. But in Dominica, you have to remember everything. So you have to understand.
You get your distinctions as you're going along. You get your distinctions.
And you add up your credit system. So for all us, it's a different. But in the US, it's a credit system where you get a credit for it, and you move on. So once you get your credit, nobody cares if you learn it or if you understand what you were doing. As long as you do your homework and you do your classwork and you do everything else, you're golden. Yeah, man. But just to I always told you, I know man, probably coin bat. I have to break in my bat because I want to play it tomorrow. Yeah, let me get my bat there. I have to tap it in a little bit. So I have to knock it. I have to knock my bat a little bit there. See, when I see the sweet spot there, you see that? It's something nice over there. So I have to knock it for tomorrow there. I probably will get to hit a ball or 2. Yeah, that is it. So you can even move on. It's something I like to do, just to like my cricket.
That's how you like it. You like it for both of us, guys.
My flag in my head up there when I go down there. The fellow checking away from Jamaica. I tell the fellows, no man, from Dominica. To explain to them where Dominica was. So it's a few guys.
No, just tell them go and watch the news. Go and watch the news.
No, those guys are Pakistani. Pakistan and India are like rivals. They keep going at each other.
Yes,
so when we have 2 New Zealanders,
all of them does what open window when they are.
Oh yes, they will.
All of them had the same thing.
They will know the vibration. So I'll show them the vibration there, man. So anyway. My game is tomorrow. So I'll grease up the joints. Not last week, a couple weeks ago. I save a boundary. And my opponent was coming towards my duck, Mr. I got some more person veggie come. I pull a string in the back of my leg, a hamstring, and say, okay, but I lubricate it and I get it good. I went on the field today, do a little warm up. So I kind of feeling good. A little aches and pains here and there because I haven't done it in a couple of weeks. But I'm getting back in the groove of things. So hopefully tomorrow I can go there and bowl on some wickets. Yeah, man. But the vibration we have to continue. We can't just let everything die. We have to continue. We have to carry it on to the next generation at least. At least bring it close to the next generation, and then whoever will take it. Don't just leave it die in our food. We have to move it forward. We have to carry it on. We have to move it on. Them older peoples and them, they didn't just plant the banana and the fig just because they want to plant it. They plant it in hopes that we continue planting. They plant the mango tree in the yard. They plant the kashima tree. They plant the kawasol tree. We meet it there. We enjoy the fruits growing up as kids. Let us plant more now for the next generation behind us. There was mango corn, mango long, mango this, mango kwefi, mango tin, mango madwe, and all kind of mango. Mango belly full.
It's not rocket science, man.
It's not rocket science. And we're not grafting and we're not doing. We have to do a little more. You want to come in the place and the place irate, that person selling this, that person selling that. Everybody doing good. Be happy for one another. Don't be jealousy because that person have a house and that person have a car. Comment you tape l'argent pour gagner ça? Nah, man, don't look at that. Just go and get your food.
Your mother. Give it to them.
The person work hard. The person save their money and they check their savings. So we have to be happy for one another, help one another out. And because we cannot do it individually, if we come together, it's gonna happen faster, way faster. And the 20th of June is Father's Day. We are proposing a football match between Delices fathers and Laplin non-fathers, or Laplin non-fathers and Delices fathers.
It's a football match against Papai and Malpapai.
Papai and Malpapai. Carl will be number 1 on the football team. Way posy. Let me call Glenn for to tell him. It's just to not say. I tell him,
the school children.
I tell it, Carl is just to not say.
School children, listen to me. Let me tell you something now. Mado tell me from day one, anything I have to tell somebody, tell them. And if I think they're too big, just tell them it's my granny that tell me to tell you. So even on our bed where she is there now, I think she can face anybody and take that pressure, man. Yeah,
yes,
she can take it, man.
Yes, man. So don't forget, whatever part of the world you are in right now, you are watching this live now or later, please put the funds together. If it's soccer balls, if it's tennis balls, whatever gears you are able to send, sponsor a child on the island, help out the vibration. You know what I mean? Because we didn't just grow up, fall from the sky. We grew up ourselves and somebody assisted us. Let us lend the helping hand for somebody back there. You know what I mean? So that way we can at least say, yes, we did something good. We keep donating to the church on a regular basis. We don't know what the church is taking.
And we're getting nothing back. Nothing, especially the Catholic Church.
But if we give it to a young person in the community, at least we know at some point that person will remember somebody assisted me, somebody lent me a helping hand, somebody put a football there, somebody put a cricket bat. I was able to play. Now I'm an international cricketer. Let me give back to my community. That is the love we want to share. That is the experience we want people to have. So when they get up there, they can remember people helped me get up there. So let me give back. Not because today I'm a prime minister, I'm not helping the people that below me. No, I'm helping all of because somebody took me from down there and bring me up. I am the minister of this. I only care about one community. No, I want every community. Agriculture booming everywhere.
I have to say, people like me, I don't know much. I don't know much about you on that level. But I grew up under CCF and we are total strangers helping me.
Total stranger.
I wasn't that stranger.
We all under CCF.
I cannot tell you what he was doing with my pictures when I sent them for him. But
what's up, Tangerine?
I was getting my 2 shirts and my 1 pants from CCF.
How you doing? Hi, Tangerine. Great vibes, man. You don't know.
You have to understand now. It's not necessarily that person that used to say nothing for you. It's somebody that had more than you, you know.
Nope.
But sometimes you have to give to receive.
You have to.
No.
Definitely.
You have to
just to has the books, the footballs. So if you are able to support the vibration, lend a helping hand.
I look into build a box in the week. When I build a box, I will measure it and I will send the details to the shipping company and they should be able to send me an invoice by then to tell me how much it costs to ship it.
Yep.
So, because I want to dot, I good with the dots in the I's and crossing the T's. So, I want to make sure I give that. So, anybody that decides they're going to help, they don't have to ask me twice.
Yep. All the numbers are there. All the setup is there. So, right now, Delices is going to be an empire. Delices is going to be the Republic of Delices, and every community is going to look at Delices and be like, wow, when they pass Delices, we win, we're going to do it. It's going to happen, even in this lifetime or the next. If it's not me that do it, it's just going to do it, but somebody's going to do it. They're going to watch our videos 20 years from now and realize that was a plan. And if anybody just followed it, would have been golden. And we're going to do all we can to get it going. So right now, sports. Down there, we must get footballer. From those footballs, we must get an international footballer.
We must get somebody on the national team with them.
We must get probably 2 free from the national team. We must. If we must, is a must. And we're talking it into existence, and it will come true. And probably an international soccer player or a cricket player too. It will manifest itself. It will come through. So we have to keep pushing. We have to keep encouraging the young people to get involved in sports, get involved in youth activities. You know, get things going, because this is the only way we can move forward.
Man, let us close down the devil workshop, because idle hands is the devil workshop. So we have to close that down.
We have to close that down. We have to close that down, man. And encourage people to work together and do good things for the place, man. Plant a tree, a coconut tree, a yamping tree, a boiling tree. Just plant that tree. And in 3-4 years, you have coconut to drink. You have zaboka, easy. You have mango to eat. You have mango to sell. So you have to do something. If you do something, something will do you. And we have to
don't forget plant patches in there, because Dominica don't have market yet.
Yeah, man. Gotta say, plant what you eat and eat what you plant.
Eat what you grow.
That way.
Grow what you eat and eat what you grow.
Yeah, man. Easy day. But my people, don't forget the COVID is still around, even though they say if you're vaccinated, don't wear your mask.
Right now,
Wear no mask.
my community where I am there, I think we're on the chat for number 5 on shutting down, looking to shut down because we have the Indian variant. So
yes,
it's just a matter of time before they close the door.
COVID.
That thing ain't falling asleep soon, man.
That thing taking lives, the man. So
that
please
thing
be aware.
Every time it calm down, it going back and it rebranding itself.
It's like I see so we up and down.
3.4 and it coming back. So you remember everybody does upgrade their phone, you know, their Galaxy S, their Galaxy SA, their Galaxy 10, their Galaxy 7. So that virus realize iPhone 7. Or do you think I just come into show to flam? So it upgrading too, man.
Yeah, it's up and down. But if you feel you can take the vaccine, or if it's available to you, take the vaccine. If you don't feel, it's your personal choice.
Well, that is Brent's opinion. That is not opinion of Lester John. I just putting it out there. These views are not the views of Lester John, and Lester John will not accept any responsibilities or liabilities for the side effects of said vaccine.
No, if you feel it's for you, you take it. You have to make your own decision on yourself.
Okay.
I'm not telling you go and take vaccine, you know, because I'm on point. So if you feel it is for you, go ahead and take your vaccine. If you feel it is not for you, then stand by and look and see how it's working out. In the meantime, that's the same thing I'm doing. I'm an onlooker, looking in and making my own judgment based on my experience.
To be honest, I know quite a few people that had it already. I don't know. I cannot tell you what brand they had, if it's the AstraZeneca or if it's the Johnson & Johnson. And I don't know what brand they had, but I know quite a few people who have had it. And there was no negative side effects so far.
Travailler, moi, dis-moi, le mot texte le bon matin, on s'est pour vacciner la là, so l'autre jour, mon texte li m'a dit, ça qu'a fait, parce que about 3 moun pas venir travailler l'autre jour après point. Il dit, moi, il pas dormi dans nuit là.
Il peut faire mes yeux.
Non, il dit, moi, cold sweats, man, chills, man. Cold sweat, but il can't still have his, il can't regarder quand il va faire avec ça.
Là, ça to take care of that, man.
Mon fille, il va boire rien, ouais, last one, là. Il dit, bon, moi, il ne veut pas venir travailler l'autre jour. Il dit, ok, puis docteur, il dit pas venir travailler. Malade. C'est ça.
You know, since my madam had corona, that is how many weeks ago?
Couple, 3 weeks.
You're mad for true, man, Brent, boy. That over a month. My madam going on 6 weeks,
6 weeks? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Monday, she going back work,
They give her a whole couple months of vacation.
Boy, let me tell you something, no, boy. Boy, you don't know this country till you come in a place like the UK, you know?
Yeah. So my people...
I don't understand it. Every day I come home, I watch it, and I just shaking my head.
You're on vacation.
I say, no, Dominica, you going? I say, no, Dominica, you going there and you don't go in work, no?
No, boy. But just it makes you sleepy. So, which means you need time off for the body to recuperate and catch back itself.
Once she don't cook, she recover free. Anything I tell her, Brent, nepot bag I go day. As I tell her, once it's something she have to defend, her defenses, she recover really violent.
About that, okay,
but we papa, Corona matter for me, gal back point. But she going back Monday, man. She going back Monday, so.
Okay, I revives.
Yeah. She had it rough, man. She had it rough still.
Yeah, man. But anyway, my people,
it wasn't good for both of us to take it, so I left her in the house and I went for safe haven.
Yeah, man, easy.
It doesn't benefit the children for both of us to die, man.
I got you. I ever got you, guys. So, anyway, my people, stay blessed, stay safe, stay alive. If you don't have your passport yet, get your passport together because next year, October, we are going to Dominica for Creole Festival. And we're bringing the entire diaspora team with us. And if you haven't started playing cricket yet,
I saw it at festival, Gasa.
If you haven't started playing cricket yet, start getting yourself together because the diaspora is playing the locals. The diaspora cricket team is playing the local team. So definitely just look. If you haven't played in a long time, shake off your rust. We're going down and play cricket.
I doesn't play cricket.
Was he playing football?
No sport you have to touch the balls with your hands. I do play in it. It's a woman's sport.
Once you guys.
Once you have to touch the balls with your hands, I do play in that sport.
Touching the ball with the bat, guys, or the bat is to touch the ball.
So how you bowling and catching it now?
That is a different ball you touching there.
No sport. No sport you have to touch the ball with your hands. And some men like it so much they even rubbing their sweat on it.
You have to
rubbing their sweat on it and rubbing it on their laps. I just shaking that spot not for me, man.
Just the difference. What sport? All sports have balls. Most sports have balls. Which sport doesn't have a ball? All sports require you touching the ball.
I don't have a problem with the balls. I don't mind kicking the balls.
But if it's one ball, you can touch it.
I don't want to touch it. It's not my game to touch. It's not my sport to touch balls.
So you kick it instead. The football is
I'll kick it instead.
Okay. Well, we'll play a football match then.
My madam will touch the balls.
Don't I hear you say that?
She'll play rounders. She'll play rounders. She'll play tennis.
Hey, let's set up a rounders team as well now.
But the team is down there already now.
Huh?
The team down there already.
You see, Ian Polo hooked them up with their jersey and stuff. I know we're sending a bunch of balls as well.
My issue on the ground is we need to see the activities live. We need to broadcast the activities live, man.
But don't forget the meeting, the council meeting. I told them, anybody watching the live later, call somebody. I will sponsor a young person to carry the meeting live. But nobody contacted me. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
like we'll have to go down and plant some things by the rivers.
Yeah, man, we have to. It looks so we are gonna have to go down. We have to make a trip in Dominica. So next year, October, we are gonna bring down seeds, plants, and we're gonna set up Dominica as well. So that trip, we're gonna plant trees, and 100 years later, those trees are gonna be blossoming, and those young people are gonna say those trees were planted by the diaspora. Mark my word, we're gonna ensure we plant trees. We said we bring down some special trees and make sure we get seedlings, whatever, what have you, and we plant it. Because once you do it good, it will stay there for a long time to come. But somebody has to do it. And if we are the ones who got to do it, just so we could make that an event full as much holiday. So a whole 2 weeks of events. We have our Delices Day, our River Day, and we have tree planting and we organizing. We know afternoon and evening is Creole in the park or what have you. But during the day, we could organize things in the community where we could do some self-help and help out the vibration.
Anyway, I want to congratulate Ella on, I think she came out first in a reading competition, represented the Delices Primary School.
First or fifth overall?
Huh?
First in Delices, but overall is fifth, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, congratulations to her, man, and keep it going, man. Keep it good. Dandrin, you have a gem in the making there.
Wise men and women come from the east. Wise men and women come from the east, man. But we have to continue. We have to give them the energy for them to keep going. We have to create the vibration. But just those, so anyways, no guess no. If you guys just joining us, thank you for joining us. And don't forget, we are doing it for the community. Every little bit of it is going towards the community. None of it's going to me or just to, it's going to the community. So please join in whatever way you can. Help us operate the vibes so we can help those people on the ground develop Delices. Because I want to see a program where on the weekends, anything not working, young people in the community go and visit our elderly. Bring them a bucket of water from Sus. You have pipe water, they'll go in Sus, take a bucket of water, bring for an elderly person. That is the vibration I want to see back. Mango ripen, they take a bucket of mango, they bring for the elderly. I want to see where it's one little community and everybody together. Peace, love, and unity. So let's bring that back, my people. Let's continue working hard to get that vibration going. With that being said, Justo, bonsoir. Bonsoir tout le monde.
Anyway, good night to everybody, and please support all you CARICOM brother, Mr. Choksi. Go and support all the CARICOM brother, because it can happen to all you too. CARICOM, we're supposed to stand together and not divide. We need to treat our brothers in CARICOM, our citizens, with respect, because that is what we're doing. We're selling our sovereignty. We're selling our passport. We're selling our sovereignty. We're selling our soul. So when we sell it to criminals, we have to accept these criminals. We have to love them, because nobody else cannot afford to pay them 100,000 per passport we're asking for. We're not trying to sell passport to the average man. We're trying to sell passport to somebody looking, trying to beat a system somewhere. So when we get the bad seed, we cannot throw the bad seed outside for the wolves. We have to put the bad seed back in the soil with the good seed to see if it can produce manure, so we can get something organic out of it. So anyway, people, bless up, stay strong, and don't forget, those of you who want to help in assisting with shipping the products to Dominica, Venmo on there, PayPal on there. Just link Brent up, or if you want to contact me personally. I'll give you my details. But we come in with some brand new footballs and brand new football gears for the young kids. And people, if all you can do it, select a child in the community and sponsor them. Be a sponsor for a child in the community. And next week we'll be talking about things like that, because we can do a bit better. We can do better. Anyway, people,
Definitely.
one love, guide and protection for everybody.
Yes, man. Community, man. Unity.
Cheers.
Yes, man.
My crystal glass
Bye-bye.
empty.